is a different type of orchestra. We wanted to make it music for the people, which is how this music began.
Allegro, by definition, means joyful. We know in Italian, Allegro implies fast, but it's actually joyful. So our entire approach is to be joyful in our rehearsal process, in our performance process, bringing the joy of music to life.
We believe that there's a lot of great classical music and that the problem is really old stodgy concert halls and people in tuxedos. So Allegro is all about creating new venues with exciting ways to experience great music.
I, for one, probably wouldn't have gotten involved with classical music at all if I hadn't discovered Allegro, and I think a lot of people would be in the same situation.
Classical music, orchestral music is really wonderful, but sometimes it's a little complicated and sometimes it's a little intimidating for an audience member. I want to break down that barrier.
Brian Norcross has a very special approach as a conductor. It was the last rehearsal before the concert, and one of the players said, Brian, I'm just wondering if we could do this in this measure. And he stopped and thought about it and said, yeah, everybody, let's try that.
The formula for success with classical music is really breaking down generations and asking ourselves the question, how do these generations want to experience classical music? We recognize that there's many different generations out there that are used to experiencing things in a different way, and what Allegro does so well is create very specific programs designed for various generations, literally from a toddler to an 80-year-old and older.
My favorite series that Allegro does is the Music in the Round series in the winter, where we set up so that the audience sits around a very small sized group of musicians, so chamber music essentially, and they get to sort of participate in the experience by seeing it from a different angle and really hearing up close the music that we're making.
One of the things we're really proud of at Allegro is that we're able to provide an incredible amount of programming and services to the community for a relatively small budget. And how we do that is really by breaking down our programs and coming up with a realistic budget. Because classical music is a tough business, and I don't think we pretend like we're competing in an area that is easy. It's tough, and we're really careful about how we design sustainable programs with realistic revenue figures and keeping our costs under control.
Lancaster without Allegro would be missing a chance to hear some really unique repertoire and a great chance kind of for music education for all ages.
It's just this gathering of all these people that have been involved in my life forever, really. And I love that. I love that about Allegro, that it's really a community.
I always stand at the door to say goodbye to people, and I'll say, what did you like about the concert? And they say it's like nothing they ever saw before. And that means we've really fulfilled our vision of creating a community and a connection to this great music.